Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Pedri Gonzalez as manager Xavi sees the 20-year-old Barca midfielder as the key to his team's recovery after recent stutter. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, in this episode, we talk about former striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who recently reflects on his stint at Barca, saying that his most beautiful period of his career. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The past couple of weeks have not been entirely ideal for FC Barcelona as they have lost two of the last three previous matches in all competitions. The defeat against Real Madrid in the first El Clasico was a bitter pill to swallow and seemingly serves to deflate the team's confidence, following which they crowd to an unconvincing 1-0 win over Real Sociedad before losing to Shakhtar Donetsk. The fitness problems plaguing the squad have had an effect on the results, with a number of stars like Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Pedri, and Jules Koundé not being fully fit for the aforementioned fixtures, while Frankie de Jong is still not back. But with everyone barring De Jong and Sergio Roberto now fully recovering, Barca expect things to take a turn for the better. Indeed, as per Javi Miguel of AS, Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez sees key midfielder Pedri as the main man to spark a turnaround of fortunes for the team now that he is fully fit and ready. In fact, it is expected that the 20-year-old midfield sensation is expected to start today night against Deportivo Alaves at the Estadio Olympic Luis Companys. Barca's gameplay has been lacking in the recent matches, and Xavi believes that Pedri's return will be crucial to the team getting back to their usual style on the pitch. The Spanish international had minutes in the games against Sociedad and Shakhtar, but is all set to start against Alaves, potentially alongside Ilkay Gundogan and Fermin Lopez, with Gavi suspended for the game. So what did Xavi say? Speaking ahead of the game, manager Xavi insisted that Pedri is now 100% fit, along with other recent injury returnees like Lewandowski, he said. Frankie will be against Rayo and Pedri is 100%. Lewandowski is at 100% too, he said. Pedri's return to 100% fitness will come as a major boost, and his comeback to the starting 11 after over 2 months could prove to be the difference for Barcelona. Of course, Pedri is an important player and he will always be an important player. And truth be told, we missed him. The injuries he had, the injuries that he has been having every single season is a worry, you know. And of course, the thing that Barca need to do is to keep him for a long time because we have not been saying that for a couple of years now since Pedri made his breakthrough, and of course back in 2020 when he played nearly every single game for Barca in all competitions, and the fatigue and everything, which many believe that it is all due to the fact that Pedri was overworked in that very young age of 17 years old 3 years ago. And right now, I think we are facing the consequences of that. Considering how important Pedri is, every manager would like to use him because he changes the gameplay, the dynamics in midfield. He's a technician there. He controls the game and his presence is second to none. And of course, having Pedri back is always good news. But now the problem is, how long will it take? Is he fit to be there for a very long time permanently? Because it's quite frustrating seeing a player like this of such caliber, so important to his team, always on and off. And that's what Pedri have been suffering in the last 2 or 3 years. And hopefully we can have him back and he can stay much longer fit and available. Of course, he came back against Sociedad, played the second half, also played some game time against Shakhtar Donetsk in that disappointing loss. And against Alaves later tonight, we expect Pedri to start, as Xavi himself confirmed in his latest press conference ahead of the game. And we hope that he really bring a change of fortunes, as Xavi has claimed that he believes Pedri is that key for his team to regain their form. Is that element that Barca have been losing all this while in their bad run of form. How true can that be? Of course, we know that Pedri have always been so important, and I think his absence due to this injury has really hampered Barca big time in terms of the results, in terms of the performances, because we know how midfield works in terms of the Barca style of play, and when Pedri is not available, along with Frankie de Jong, we therefore see how they are being lost. We miss them. Let me put it that way. But hopefully they will be back better. Then on to the final story of discussion. FC Barcelona winter transfer signings in 2022 continue to be the best bit of business that they have done since Laporta took over, as their contributions help steady the ship in trying times. One player in particular stood out from the rest, and that was Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Despite arriving at a time when his career was practically rock bottom at Arsenal, Aubameyang certainly put his troubles behind him and ensured the dark cloud that hung over his head would cease to exist in Catalonia. Barcelona eventually decided to part ways with the striker after signing Lewandowski in the summer of 2022. But the half season he spent in is recalled fondly by the player and fans alike. Of course, while Aubameyang currently plies his trade at French club Marseille, his words continue to convey the idea that he is still a cooler at heart. In an interview with Prime Video via Onze, he said, "I think that my 6 months with Barcelona were the most beautiful period of my career. I enjoyed playing matches and training so much that I used to go to training on my days off." Aubameyang was hardly renowned for his associative play, but what's certain is that the Gabonese guaranteed goals and all 13 that he scored at Barca were greatly cherished. With his help, Barca solidified the runners-up spot and went on to incredible beating Real Madrid 4-0 thrashing. Of course, Aubameyang took center stage in that game. Looking back at how dire Barca's situation was when his dramatic deadline day signing was made official, Aubameyang continues to receive reverence from the fans for helping Barca pick up their ashes, agreeing to low salary demands, and most importantly, fulfilling a huge void in a misfiring front line. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.